Hi everyone, welcome back to data series part 2. So in this part of the video, we are going to be learning how to access the elements of the series. So in the previous video, that's part 1, you learned a little about what is the pandas library all about, two important data structures, data series and data frames. And we spoke about how to create a data series, the various ways of creating a data series. Here we're talking about once the data series is created, what are the ways of accessing the elements of the data series. And there are two ways of accessing elements of the data series. One is by indexing and one is by slicing. Now, both these terms are not new to you. If you know list and NumPy arrays, you definitely know what I mean by indexing and what I mean by slicing. So let's get ahead. First, we will see how to access the elements of a series by using indexing. Now here, one thing that I want to remind you is that in a list and in a NumPy array or in a string, you only had positional indexing. What does that mean? The first element got index number 0, the second element got index number 1, and so on. But you must have seen while creating a series that we can give the series a labeled index also. So indexes are of two types in a series: positional, which is there by default, or labeled index, which we give while creating the series. So you can access the elements of the series also using positional or labeled indexing. Okay, so let's just get into this example 1. Here I have imported two modules. One is a NumPy module, because if you see here on this line, I am creating a NumPy array. And what are the elements of the array? It should start at 10, not go up till 20, less than 20, but skip count of 2. So the elements of the array are 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. Okay, so with this third line, I was just creating a NumPy array. With the fourth line, if you see, I've made use of the series function. I am creating a series using the NumPy array and giving labeled index, which means my series is going to look like this: A with value 10, B with value 12, C with value 14, D with value 16, and E with value 18. But don't forget that these elements also have a positional index, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's look at the last line of the print statement. I say print series 1 square bracket 2. What does that mean? That even we know in the list or the string or the NumPy array. Show me the element or display the element at positional index 2. So what's the element at positional index 2? 14. So I have the answer 14 getting displayed here. But in series, since it also has labeled indexing, what does this line mean? Show me the element at labeled index B. And what's the element at labeled index B? 12. So the output here is going to be 12. Is it clear? Okay, so this is accessing the element using positional or labeled index. But what we need to know here is this method was allowing me to access only one single element, either using positional index or by labeled index, but I'm using only, displaying only one element or accessing only one element. What if I want to access more than one element? Then what can I do? In that way, we could provide a list of positional indexes or a list of labeled indexes. Now to understand this, let's look at this series that is created. It's created using a list, so we can make out here. I have the elements of the series in a list. So the elements are New Delhi. The second value in the list, in the series is Washington, DC. The third element is London, and the fourth element is Paris. If I wouldn't have given the index, it would have its positional index 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's always going to be there. But we have specified the index of the series. So the index is going to be India, USA, UK, and France. Fine. Now, if I want to access one individual element, we already saw in the previous slide. In this case, what if I want to access more than one element? Look at this example. It says print capcntry, which is the name of the series, in square bracket, another square bracket. I told you, you have to give the list of positional values. So this is the list of positional values. And for accessing anyway, you need the outer square bracket. So you have the outer square bracket, 3, 2. So give me elements at 3 and 2. So the output here is going to be France with Paris and UK with London. Now, why did I get France with Paris before UK with London? Because the positional index that I have mentioned is 3 before I mentioned 2. Now, looking at the labeled index, I want elements of UK with index, labeled index UK and labeled index USA. So I get UK with London and USA with Washington, DC. Is that clear? So this is how we access the elements of a series using the indexing method. Remember, the indexing could be either positional or labeled indexing. Okay. In the first slide, we said that we could access elements using slicing also. So let's talk about slicing. The slicing method is also not new. We have seen slicing in list and NumPy arrays. The concept is the same, with a small difference is because you have two kinds of index, positional as well as labeled. Now here, if you see here, there is a series given to you here. Let me just give its positional values also. So here it's saying print 2:4. What does it mean? Starting at index number 2 and ending at index number 1 less than 4, which means it's talking about these two elements, and that is what it prints. But when we talk about labeled index, it starts here, that's at Y, and it stops at W, not one before W, but stops at W. So note that difference. When you're using positional index, you start at the starting index, but you end at one less than the ending index. Whereas with labeled index, you start at the starting and you end also at the ending. So in this scenario, what all elements will it show you? The Y element, the Z element, and the W element. And that's what you see here. Okay. Now, like you used any slicing method when we learned slicing earlier in the chapters of class 11, we could do it here as well. If you remember ::1, do you remember what it did? Yes, it would reverse the list, reverse the string, reverse the NumPy array. Same concept here. It will show you the reverse of the series. And can you see here? I have got all the elements of the series, but in reverse order. That means it starts from the last index and goes up to the first index. Clear? Okay. Now, using slicing, this was only accessing, but using slicing and using positional, indexing, sorry, using slicing or using indexing, we could also manipulate or change the content of the series. Now, I told you that in the characteristics of a series, the series consists of homogeneous data. The size is immutable. You can't change the size, can't make it big or small, but the data within it is mutable. You can change the data within it. Okay, now to understand that, we have a series here created using a list of elements, and the indexes are also given to me. So that's my series. Okay, now it says S2:4. So I'm using the slicing method to extract elements at index number 2 to 3. Okay, so let me just give you their positional indexes as well. So 2 to 3, it's slicing out these elements, and these elements are given value 10. So this becomes 10 and this becomes 10. So if you see print S now, okay, you have change the data there, you will see that I get C and D with 10. The others remain unchanged. Okay, remember, it doesn't, slicing with positional doesn't take you till the last, the ending index. Whereas slicing with labeled index, as shown in the next example, it will start at B and end at D. So what does that mean? That all the elements or all the values from B to D is going to become 60. So this becomes 60, Now this becomes 60 and this also becomes 60. So you're going to be displaying an element which looks like this. So B, C, D becoming 60, the others remain unchanged. Okay, this was modifying using the slicing method. We could modify even using the indexing method, which means if you want to just, modify one element, if you said S of 2 is equal to 17. So what does that mean? The element at positional value 2, which was initially 30, then which we changed to 10, then now we change to 30, that would change to make it 17. So it's not just for accessing that you use indexing and slicing. For even modifying the contents, you could make use of the method of indexing and slicing. Is that clear? Okay, thank you. Hope to see you in the next video.